Just waiting for Twitch to catch up. Okay, I think it's caught up. And already we're being lambasted. Hang on. Let's sort. What the fuck? Just wanted to have a nice time at the temple without this shit. Okay. Thugs will thug. Thug's gonna thug. Is that it? Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Fine. We got there. So, bit of a rush start to the stream, but I think we made it. And for a little bit of context, we are halfway between Falkreath and Helgen. Let's go for the picturesque shot. It's a bit hard to do the picturesque shot at this time. So being 8 o'clock in the evening, and I can't really be bothered to spin forward. This. What is interesting is that this mod, which I'll introduce properly in a moment, is very, very close to Bone Grim Hollow, and I think that Bone Grim Hollow is a Hammett mod. Let me just check it out. Oh, Bone Grim Hollow is the Vault of Maraf. That's what that is. So this is like it's so close to Bone Grim Hollow that I'm almost worried that there's going to be like a clash. And I'll show you what I mean, because it is like crazy close. I mean, you can fall down and you'd be on top of it. This staircase is just too steep. So this is this one, and you can see the marker here. Can we approach it this way? Yeah, we can. Look, you see how fucking close that is. Here's Bone Grim Hollow right here, and just down here is our other one. So they're pretty damn close to each other. And you know, hopefully this won't end up in mod conflict, which I've never had before. Busy day. Hi Nick. Busy at work, but I'll leave you open and lurk and listen. Nick, really good of you to do that. Busy day at work. Okay, well, I hope it goes okay for you. And I hope you're doing all right today. Beginning of the week for me, kind of like second day of the week for you. But yeah, thank you very much for lurking. And exciting times ahead, I think you'll agree, for the next month or so. Lots of plans. Also for like beginning of November as well. Okay, so this is... I'll introduce this mod. We are doing our series of that didn't work so well. Let's give her a mage light. We're doing our series of best Skyrim Dungeon Mods. When I say best, I mean it's very subjective. It's a cross between what fandom.com considers the best and things that I'm going to drop in there as well. And at the end of this, we're going to do a top 5. We're also going to rate each one at the end of the stream, and we're going to do a top 5, and at the end of the top 5 we're going to do Probably a stream about the top 5, or at least some kind of presentation, and put that on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got that, which is going to come up soon enough. We're going to work through all these. It'll probably take us at least till the end of October. We might do it just by the end of October. But the other thing is, I'm not going to put in any like particularly meaty ones. So like, you know, any really big dungeon mods or anything which could be in any kind of considered any way to be an overhaul or something like that. I'm not going to put that in. But anything which is sort of medium to large size, but isn't like, you know, a new realm or anything like too crazy or anything, then, you know, we're not gonna be doing that. So let's read a little bit about this place. Temple of Kruziik, number 19 of 20. We're counting down. So last one, 20 out of 20, which was Waking Nightmare by Iron Man 5000, which we rated a 6 out of 10. And that will not get a place in the final 5. To see more about that, look at that stream. Also, let's take a look at what it says about this particular one. Just a short description on the Nexus. Temple of Kruziik is an ancient temple built by a cult of Nords worshipping the dragon Kruziik. Would be really happy if there's a dragon at the end of this, because that would just make my day if there's a dragon at the end of this. But anyway, we'll see. Inside the temple, you'll find evidence of the Nords' worship and an ancient defender of the artifacts deep inside the temple. You know, this is just going to be a short and easy stream. I don't think this is going to be particularly long. The maker of this mod says that this is, you know, not a particularly long dungeon, so it's not going to be that much of a long one. And what else did he say about it? He said it was intended for the Skyrim mods on Reddit boss battle competition, but he couldn't finish it in time, so he picked it up a month later, finished it, and then stuck it on Nexus. Interestingly enough, the whole process of developing the mod was streamed on Wheeze202's Twitch. I've just seen that. I wasn't even aware of that. Let's check out Wheeze202. I'll see if I can link him in the Discord. Is he still active, this guy? 12,000 followers. And his last stream was 3 years ago. So, God, I don't understand that. How can somebody have like 12,000 followers and then just doesn't stream anymore? But anyway, here's his link. Fuck, I fucked that up. Nat is psychic. Nat is psychic. Nat, I was just thinking about you this evening, just before I started the stream. I was like, Nat, when am I going to see Nat again? So I'm really pleased that you came in. Nice to see you. How are things going over there? How are your wedding preparations and stuff? How's it all going? I get the impression you're getting pretty busy at the moment. I was gonna try and get a secondary contact for you. I was gonna write to you over, just give you like a whisper over Twitch about some collab things, but it just depends how busy you are in October, because I know you've got a lot going on. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay. So there's Wheezy's channel, but he hasn't streamed for like 3 years, and I honestly don't know somebody with 12,500 followers doesn't stream anymore. It's just utterly beyond me. Who knows what happened there? Maybe life got in the way. Who knows? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he was going for partner. Maybe he didn't get 30 to 40 people per stream. Who fucking knows? But anyway, if you want to check out, I don't know if he's done a time lapse. That would be cool if he's done a time lapse. So we know about a little bit about this place. Let's look around the outside a little bit. Okay, not particularly much of interest on the outside, just sort of gesture stuff. And let's go in. And I really, fingers crossed, no mod conflicts here. That would fuck everything up, no mistake. Seeing as seeing as that mod of Hammets is fucking right on top of us. Okay. So, okay, just a nice kind of easy start to things. I'm not thinking this is going to be particularly challenging, but what we are going to focus on is conjuration specifically for her, for Zin, because destruction, restoration, alteration high, conjuration not, and we really want to get conjuration up to 75 within the next week. I'm sure we'll do it by the end of tomorrow's stream. I'm sure we will. And the way that I intend to do that is by Dremora, which sounds like somebody's name, but obviously it's not. Conjurer, Dremora, Lord. We're going to be using that. So hopefully that's going to go up a bit. Number 4, I have to remember that. 5 is going to be Grand Healing and 3 Wall of Storms. Because we want Conjuration because we're trying to prepare for something else. Without going into too much detail about it. But I think it'll be very, very useful. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. We can do a little detect. Can we do a little detect? Let's get down here first. Let's see. I'm not sensing heavy resistance, but we are gonna get our Dremora out and see how this goes. He does take about half of her whatever it's called. Magicka thingy. But that's fine. I won't hold it against him at this point in time. I'm just going to see how much he can do on his own. We're just going to hang back. And let him do his thing. Let's see how it goes. Which, I don't know how interesting it makes for viewing, but it's kind of relaxing for me. And maybe relaxing for her as well. That's great. I wonder if, like, the more work he does it kind of... Does it make the conjuration points go up? I think it does. I don't know how long he lasts for either. It should probably tell us how... Fuck's off. Oh, it doesn't last very long at all. About 90 seconds, is it? Let's take a look. Conjure... Dremora Lord. Oh, 60 seconds. That's a bit rubbish. Well, never mind. I mean, it's kind of good in... It's kind of good in the way that the more we conjure him, the more presumably it will make... it will make her conjuration go up. You see, it does. We're going to hit 75 pretty soon. It's not going to take long at all. Not going to take long at all. He's just behaving like a... Oh, I really should have seen that coming. He's just behaving like a straggler at the moment. So let's try and find this cult. Which is just a cult of Draugr at the moment. Is that what we're looking at? So there we go. Yeah, it really does help. conjuring him. It makes our lives a fuck of a lot easier. That's for sure. Oh. Fine. I'll do that because it'll give Zin something to do. And then we'll throw one of those in their direction while we can expect the finery. Go on, sort out this one. This is the good thing, like having something which is kind of, you know, high rated, which takes a lot of magicka like this. You see, it's really effective. Really, really effective. So if we can get to 75, and it takes a lot less magicka to do that, to get him, that would be awesome. Okay, so at the moment this is feeling like a kind of... Can I conjure two? No, not allowed to do that. I don't think you're actually allowed to conjure anything and reanimate simultaneously. I don't think you're able to do that. Let's try it. Revenant, is that the one we want? Okay, so he's got about 30 seconds left. Dragon Death Lord's too powerful, that's surprising. I thought... Oh, no, we need Dread Zombie, that's what we need. In order to do that. I fucking lost him. Oh, here's another one. Oh yeah, that's true, you're not allowed to do that. You're only allowed one or the other. And Dread Zombie still takes a it's an expert spell. So it takes like a similar amount. Not too little. So at the moment this is just feeling very much like a hang on. I was gonna say just a standard dungeon mod, which is fine. This frost damage does absolutely nothing to Zin. But it's still a pain in the ass. And it's still something that we have to sort out. So, we will. I think we're going to have to go in the other direction. The Art of War Magic. Is this like an actual book? This is not in the original. Should we read this whole thing? It's going to take some time. I think what I might do is just kind of flick through it. And, you know, if people want to kind of, you know, pause it back at any point, they can do. Pause it on the playback at any point, they can do. Spelt skillful wrongly. Skillful's only got one L. Little things like that annoy me a bit. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure that it's not in the original. Art of War Magic, Skyrim. Oh no, I'm completely wrong. It is a vanilla book. I've fucking never heard of this before. It's actually a vanilla book. Okay. I really had no idea. Alright, so much for that. Let's take it. That's fucking weird. I don't think I've ever come across this book before. Yes, Dragger is in the way. I think we're going to have to go around the end here. That's the only way that we're going to be able to sort the ice problem out. It's not really a problem. A bit disappointed. I mean, this is all very pretty, this part. It's very nice. I'd like to sort of hang out here. I'd rather not worry about the frost magic and everything. But So be it. And how come this guy's still around as well? Is that 60 seconds? I'm not sure if that's 60 seconds. Seems like a lot less than that. Scoop's here! I pimp my tuna and Guinness with sweet corn. Did you put sweet corn and tuna in the Guinness? Or you put Guinness in the tuna and sweet corn? I hope it's the former. Like you've got like a glass of Guinness and you manage to get like a little bit of tuna slush in there as well. Like a sort of Guinness slushy. You know? That's how it's gonna end up anyway, let's face it. Why waste any time? You know? May as well just, you know, it's more efficient this way. You could just blend it. Way more efficient this way. Okay. Oh, Draugr has gone. Sanctuary. I mean, we haven't really met very much resistance at all. Oh, this is quite nice, this bit. I'm guessing that this is just like an intro, and the actual tomb that we want to go into is yonder. I'm guessing that's what's going on here. I considered putting everything in a sandwich, but in the end chose to put the Guinness in a glass and the rest in my mouth. Well, I mean that's definitely the more traditional way of doing things. Absolutely. Guinness sandwich. Guinness and tuna mix. I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So we are okay. I was about to say that we're going to go straight, but I think something else is going to happen. How are things in your roof section? If you don't mind my asking. And how long do you find yourself spending on like domestic stuff? Because I try to spend as long as I can avoiding domestic stuff. I find domestic stuff exceptionally boring, so I try to avoid it whenever I can. But are you doing this work yourself, or are you paying somebody else to do the work? I would hope that I don't know what I hope actually, because you see, the thing on the one hand is if you do it yourself, it's cheaper, but pain in the ass. Pay someone else to do it, you don't have to worry about it, but a lot more expensive. So it's the classic trade-off. I'm just going to scout around the area a little bit and see what's going on before we get into the inside, because I think this is obviously the main bit proper. I thought I'd done this before, but obviously not. And we can't get into this tumulus-like thing? Oh, we can. I was just being exceptionally lazy by trying to jump in through the roof. This is awfully nice. I don't see what it's got to do with anything, though. Oh, there's a chest. Roofing is coming along nicely. Paying some guy to do it. You gave me right. Good for you. Yeah. I think if I were able to, that would definitely be the fucking way I do it. But I mean, you know, our landlord, he does like loads of things himself, or he asks his South American builders to do it, and takes them fucking ages. That's if they turn up or answer their phone, which a lot of the time they don't. And we were told that it was normal for it to take fucking ages, or for them not to turn up and stuff, and we just had to kind of deal with it, you know. Thankfully, that particular issue has gone. Just going to do a little bit more exploring. None of the Scroll of Guardian Circle. That's kind of cool. I don't think that is particularly necessary. I don't think any of this is particularly necessary, but it is cosmetic and rather nice. Right, yeah, so I figured I'm correct. This is like the... That was like the little intro before... What the fuck? Oh. Before we got into the main bit. And before we sort out our conjuration. Can't be doing with cutting pieces of wood in half or banging nails into things. I mean, you know, I'd fuck it up myself. I mean, it's a big job. There's no way that I'd take that on. Having said that, a friend of mine who lives in... Why is my Twitch going off crazy? Friend of mine who lives in Notting Hill is... he's doing all that kind of shit himself. I don't know why he's doing all that stuff himself. He doesn't need to do that kind of stuff himself. There's just no fucking way on earth. I mean, you know, I wonder, you know, how much percentage of the day would you say that you spent doing, you know, domestic stuff in general? Because if it were me, I would spend probably about 10 minutes. As little as possible. Because I find it really dull. But some people like it, and I don't understand that at all. But each to their own, I suppose. Yeah, trust us actually not to go down the ramp that was specially made. Far better to go the tough way. Okay, well we've oh, it's just the handle that's here. And it's Dremora time. Sounds like a nice name for a pet, doesn't it? Dremora. Here, Dremora. Dremora Murphy. I'd like to think that with each like hit, it makes a difference to the conjuration. I think it does. I really think it makes a big difference. And if it manages to level her up to 58, and it may... Oh, I'm so tempted to make Destruction legendary again. But I don't think I'm going to make Destruction legendary again. Nope. Because that would be just too much. And I want to get ready for Hamit's next dungeon, which is going to be tough. So he says anyway. So what else is going down in the end to the way in Ouija land? Are you working from home mostly? I mean, a lot of people probably don't want to. Oh, this is really cute. I've never seen this before. Floating candles. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. I haven't seen that before. I mean, I'm kind of liking this dungeon as a kind of vanilla dungeon with like a little bit of a different tweak to the atmosphere, and I quite like it. I quite like it so far. We're going to do this one the traditional way. Both of these the traditional way. Loot-wise, I mean, I'm not really that interested in loot anyway. There's nothing which is particularly amazing. The loot is kind of gesture, but that doesn't matter. I've been into the office twice in a year and a half. Must feel fucking good, right? I mean, I would imagine this has sort of changed a lot the work dynamic, right? with regards to, you know, how things go forward. So are you kind of more or less permanently WFH now? And has it kind of restructured how things are going work-wise? I mean, I haven't been into uni since, yeah, for 18 months, not once. Though I do have to go this week to re-enroll apparently. Can't fucking remember how we re-enrolled last year. It was the whole thing was done online. The whole thing was done online, and they said that we could collect our library cards and shit if we went in. We could just get them when the library was open, or they could, you know, we could shout at them from a distance on the other side of a semi-permeable membrane, and there'd be some guy who would hand us a book through a Mylar bag or something, or throw it down a chute. I can't remember, but it was like it was all very 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 hands off, in as many ways as possible. I've arranged that I go to the office when I feel like it. I don't feel like it too often. No, no. You probably don't need to. Unfortunately, I have to go in every day. I mean, I quite enjoyed it during the first lockdown. I quite enjoyed it because everywhere was just dead. Whoops. So I really kind of enjoyed that part. And it was just great, like being the only one going in, like stations and trains just being deserted. It was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. It was kind of like it was very dystopian. Well, in a real sense, you know, it's fucking pandemic, people dying, and an uncontrollable virus at that point in time. It was, or you know, controllable to a certain extent. No vaccine. I thought it was great. I'm really in the minority. Very, very much in the minority. Very, very few people would have agreed with that, I'm sure. And I was speaking to one of my colleagues today who's recently recovered from COVID. Who's younger than me. He's 23. Perfectly good health. Completely slim. BMI must be about, I don't know, 22. And he said he thought he was going to die. So, yeah, I'm still not being as careful as I probably should be. But one good thing about it was, at least, that I ended up discovering Twitch, which probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. Right, Dremora time. Are we going to get to 70? I think it matters what the Dremora does. I think it's not just enough to conjure them. I think they have to do something. Ambient lighting's pretty good. It's a little bit different. It's like uplighting. So I think what this dungeon does is it kind of like, while the Dremora's doing that, I'm just going to actually have a look at the ambient lighting, because it's like interesting uplighting, and I haven't been that... Oh, fuck off. I haven't been that tempted to use Candlelight Spell that much, which is a good sign. I was delivering visors during the short lockdown. The roads were great. I rather enjoyed it too. You know that I have an allergic reaction to Facebook, so I hardly ever go there. However, I did go there like fleetingly at some point last year, and I saw that you were 3D. I think you were 3D printing like the clippy parts, and ordering in the CE parts. Is that what you were doing? You can't 3D print the CE parts, surely. Be very impressed if you could 3D print the CE parts, but you could probably 3D print the clippy parts, I think, and then giving them into Ouija hospitals, or Ouija tools. Yeah. But that was good. It was a great thing to be doing. did you include a card as well saying NVGG printing with each visor? And if not, why not? Was this a work of pure unabashed altruism? Because I would have put a card in saying NVGG. Or whatever the name of your printing is. Frames were 3D printed and I got the clear bit made, sure. The plastic was the most expensive part. Yeah. But, I mean, presumably you were buying those in bulk. Like, you'd get, like, what, like 200 delivered at once, 100 delivered at once, something like this. This is a bit hammetty, this bit. What the fuck is going on? Well, that was a nice touch. Are we going back in time? And why can't we conjure our Dremora? Okay. Go on, Dremora, go and do your thing. I did include a document explaining how the materials could be sterilised, and Venka stuck a... What? She stuck a what? Exactly? You still got about 500. Okay. The Guardian of Kruziik. I'm just going to let this Dremora do the whole fucking thing. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a... Oh dear, fucking hell. Come on, Dremora. How many of these am I going to conjure till it does its stuff? Okay, let's make this a little bit more... A little bit more exciting. Only marginally, though, I have to say. Because otherwise he's just going to do the whole runny thing. A heart on the bag. Funny typo. Yeah, I wasn't sure what her badge had to do with it. But I imagine very little. If not nothing. Hopefully nothing, I would imagine. Is he gone? Is he finished? I think he's disappeared. Unless we're going to get... Oh, we can talk to the guy. Hello. No. He looks like he's about to conjure some massive blizzard. I have to say this is pretty smooth so far, this mod. I'm not totally sure about the lore aspect. I'm just going to check it out for a second. Not sure about the... I'm just going to let him sort everything out because it's not like I have to worry about whatever it is that he's up to. I trust him. But what I really, really, really fucking want is a dragon at the end of this. That would solve such a fucking problem for me. If there's a dragon at the end. Because I've really, really been wanting one so I can get some heart scales off it, and because she's dragonborn, we can't do that. Scoop, I was saying how, in the Discord, how we're going to be switching things up a little bit on the channel in the Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. In the next few weeks or so. Maybe putting 1 or 2 extra games in, doing some team playing and stuff like that. I don't think you play anything at the moment, do you? Or do you? I don't think you play games at all. Because I was thinking about getting you into a multiplayer thingy if you wanted to be part of a multiplayer thingy at some point. But if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. Maybe you just had your fill after Elite Dangerous, you know? I think this is kind of like a back in time thingy. Or maybe it was something to do with the... Maybe we were just being shown that the Guardian is like fucking ace with frosty magic or something. Maybe that's what that was about. I don't know. No, you're going the wrong way. Come this way. Actually, I'm just going to let her do this because it's a skeleton. You don't have the time anymore. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I suppose it's also because like that filter is useful anyway. It's also because, you know, other things take over, don't they? They don't get in the way so much as they take over. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sort of like not marry, but juggle what I'm doing uni-wise with this, with a day job, and with various other things. So yeah, I just liked this game too much, so I had to work out a way of making it like a regular part of my existence, rather than just something that I did occasionally. Because I think the addiction hit, which was just being too much. Nat says, trying to bounce life out myself. Nat, it's fucking hard, I know. It depends how good you are at juggling, you know. I mean, I'm not really... I'm generally can only do like 2 things at once. Like, so to have to do uni stuff plus this plus a day job, that's already 3 things plus other shit. Are you still streaming? Are you still managing to stream regularly, Nat? Are you still managing to do your Tuesday and Thursday streams? No, because today's Tuesday. So I think hard. I had a job interview. Oh! What was the job? What was the job for? What kind of a job was it? It's a busy time for you with your wedding next month, isn't it? You've got a lot going on. And are you... I'm trying to stream, but it's going to change if I get the job. It's in TV. Oh, I forgot you're in television, aren't you? Branching off from my last job. So you had the interview. How did you feel the interview went? Did you feel it went... Oh, go on, how did you feel it? I was going to give you multiple choice, but, you know, how did you feel it went? Because I think that one can generally kind of scope how the position may go by their reckoning on the interview. That's not quite as easy as it seems. That you think the interview went good. I'll tell you what I mean. Like, I find that people who kind of like... I'll give you an example, right? My ex-manager was desperate for another job. I mean, but she's fucked. She's just going to spend the rest of her life in this one job she's doing, and that's it. It's over for her. She's like 55 or something now, and nobody's going to have her after this job. But she was desperate for another job, and I asked her after the interview, how did it go? And she's like, I smashed it. Fucking smashed it. Right? Do you think she got the job? Confidence is key. Yeah. I think in my case actually, I've actually been criticised for being like too confident in interviews. and I think that was a handicap because I think it, confident to the point of being like, almost verging on, you know, like a bit cocky, and that's not good. And I had a discussion with a friend of mine about this after one interview that I failed a while back, and he was like, "I think you're just being like too cocky in interviews." But what I was doing was I was compensating, or overcompensating for my lack of confidence by trying to appear confident. And I think confidence comes from experience. So in your case, I think a quiet confidence would have done you great. Um, Confident in what you're saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, being confident in what you're saying, coming from experience. Yeah, absolutely. So good luck. Good luck with that. And when are you going to hear? When do you expect to hear about it? So I hope that goes well. But yeah, I mean that's going to make a difference to your streaming, isn't it? Because what are the hours? Are they 9 to 5, or is it one of those jobs that kind of like is supposed to finish at 5 o'clock, but actually, you may end up staying till like 8 or 9, depending. If I get this job, I'll be streaming in the evening since 9 to 5. Oh well, that's fine. That's cool. I mean, you're relatively new to you're a relatively new streamer, aren't you? Um, you've only been streaming for what, like a month, like 6 weeks, something like that. Not too long time. Confidence in everything. I hired a guy once because of the colour of his shoelaces. What colour were his shoelaces? Were they prawn colour? I really want to know. I really hope they were prawn colour or salmon. I don't think there's a big difference between prawn colour and salmon colour, especially not between salmon steak colour and salmon mousse colour. But yes, I mean, I imagine he had something else going for him as well. I would have hoped so. But my mum used to own a company in this country, and she hired a guy because this guy was objectively very good looking, very attractive. It was so funny because I all right, be back soon. Because when he came into the office, I thought they're just going to hire him because he was so good looking. I don't think they really cared about the job, about whether he could do the job or not. And he did get the job. He did get it. Okay, so I got slightly disorientated. I think we came in from this direction. The bones. Yeah, the bones and melee weapons let us know. The guy knew his stuff, but I thought he was too boring. When he left, I noticed his bright purple shoelaces, and I thought that's the clincher. That's great. Do I know this guy? I probably don't. He doesn't dance salsa, does he? It's not the same guy. But he wasn't an employee, was he, that guy? I don't think he was an employee. Oh, this is very cute. Not the Draugr in the wall, but the rug. I have to say, I mean, there's nothing particularly groundbreaking. Left claw of Kruziik, right claw of Kruziik. Am I supposed to take these? I would imagine those were like keys or something like that. I don't know. Why does this take us out to Skyrim? Why does this take us out to Skyrim? You can't fucking tell me that's it. You can't tell me that's it. For that. So that Dwemer thingy, that Guardian was it. God, that was... You didn't meet him, but he turned out to be excellent. So always wear purple shoelaces. Okay. I am actually tempted to do that. For my next job interview. And you know what's interesting about this? Is that, I may have one coming up soon. And so that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear purple shoelaces. I know it's not a guarantee. But I shall be doing that. I shall be doing that. So, okay. I am pretty surprised by just how short that mod was. It wasn't particularly challenging. It felt like an experiment. Just a fun thing by the modder. Nice use of, you know, ambient lighting. Not particularly challenging at all. But, you know, an interesting enough way to spend some time. Is it going to make the final 5? No, it shan't make the final 5. It won't do. What are we going to rate it? I feel bad kind of rating it too low. But I think it needs something. I think it again needs a 6, probably. There's nothing particularly bad about it at all. It was fine for what it was. It wasn't great. Was it good? It was just bordering on good. So I don't think it even gets a 7. I think it's going to get a 6. So what's our next one? Let's take a look. Fandom top 50, top 20. This would be a good idea to stick a Hamlet dungeon in here. Seeing as that ended sooner than I expected. Vulander is next. Shark Travers we're not going to do yet. We're going to do that way before Halloween. I'm just going to check to see if there's anything we've got in our current build that we can put in here. Because to add another dungeon would mean restarting the stream, which I really don't want to do. So let's check out the map. We've got this one, but this is just like, we're not going to be doing this for until like much nearer to Halloween because it's fucking awesome. So we're going to be building up to that. I know what we can do, because the other thing that we're trying to do is to build up her conjuration. That's the other thing that we're trying to do. So in order to build up conjuration, all we need to do is to go to a relatively difficult Hamlet dungeon. Let's take a look. And then we can just build that up a little bit. I think somewhere in Solsteam is a good idea. Let's go to Solsteam, because that'll be something different. How long did the guy last in the company? Did he go on to greater things? I think what we can do since we're in Soulsteam is we could just go around and find because there are plenty of locations in Soulsteam haven't been done. I'm tempted to see if we can fight Karstag. That would be unexpected at this point and really very, very ambitious. Is it really wise trying to fight Karstag at level 57? Took his shoelaces. He left recently. Oh, he had a good innings. Definitely had a good innings then. Karstag. I don't know if this is an absolutely terrible idea or not. Oh, I seem to be logged. Oh, this is absolutely hilarious. A friend of mine logged me into his Adobe Spark or whatever it's called account earlier, and because it's through Gmail and because he did it on this laptop, it's just logged me into his Gmail. So this is amusing. I wonder how much stuff I can look at. I shan't do that yet, though. Can I look at his Gmail account? This is going to be great. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll log out. Karstag has... I'm going to fucking try. I'm going to fucking try this. Karstag has a 100% resistance to disease, frost and poison, 75% resistance to shock. He can't be ragdolled and is immune to paralysis. Well, that sucks. He does have a 25% weakness to fire. Only 25%. He has nearly double the health of Ebony Warrior. He can summon 3 Ice Wraiths. He's much more powerful than a regular giant. Well, I imagine that. So, really, the best way to defeat him is fire. It utterly fucking sucks that he's got 75% resistance to shock. I think it's just going to have to be fire. And see how that goes. How do we get him? Travel to Glacial Cave. Okay. It's a small cave north of Benkongariki. What's the farthest scoop? What's the furthest north you've been in Norway? What's the farthest northern point that you've been? And did you go when it was summer or winter? I think this is going to be fucking tough, but she's fought harder enemies. I mean, Lodor in Greybane Hollow's got to be harder than Karstag. Has to be. Because Lodor made mincemeat out of the Ebony Warrior, apparently. So let's find where this cave is. Oh, okay. We want to kind of be... Oh, Bengariki's already there. Glacial Cave is just north. It's got to be this one. It's got to be... Should we do anything inside this place? Been further north in Finland. Drove to the Arctic Circle in winter in an electric car. On your own? I don't want to get too. I don't want to get too distracted in Bengariki, though it doesn't look like it's been cleared. But to me, it looks like it's full of Reeklings, and I'd really rather not have anything to do with Reeklings, just because they're fucking annoying. Let's see just how advisable this is to do what we're going to attempt to do here. Destruction 100, Restoration 100, Alteration 100. Destruction. Okay, that's good about the fire, because we're going to be just using fire. Probably fucking spamming fire magic at him. Fenka and I drove up there for a few days and oh, you told me about this. I think I saw some pictures. I think you put the pictures on Fastbook, I think. I want to go somewhere very, very northy and coldy. And actually, I mean, so much of the Skyrim landscape and lore has been modelled on Scandinavian lore. And landscape. I'm just going to see exactly where this cave is. It's one of those fucking irritating caves, which is just small and generally hard to find. It's a small cave north, so it's just going to be like fucking here. Like, it's got to be this one. I mean, this is like bang north. It has to be this one. Unfortunately enough, there are several which are bang north, but I'm guessing that it's this one. I'm slightly apprehensive about this, but not too much. Oh, well, this is fucking annoying, isn't it? Look at this. Is this one for vertigo sufferers? Okay. Oh, shit. The ice hotel itself, was it like... I take it this is a hotel made of ice, so how on... Or was it just bits of it that were made out of ice? Unlike this whole place, which is made out of ice. How are we going to do this? I think she can kind of just slide down here. Whoa. Oh, that's going to be death. Have to go another way around for that. If that ice cap had actually been an ice cap, then we wouldn't have fallen through the damn thing. But actually, it's probably just as well, because we can check out what this cave is. These two here. Okay, well that's going to be useful. Fuck's sake. Do we really have to do this? Is this really going to work? No. It's not. Well, at least we know where that is anyway. It's completely made of ice. It was stunningly beautiful. We stayed in one of the heated glass igloos. The ice sauna was cool. Ice sauna. It sounds like a an oxymoron almost. I wonder how on earth they do that. Like, make Make a hotel of ice stay made of ice and not drip. This is going to be just about alright. So I think we're gonna. I think the only way to do this is to go round. I think this is the only way this is going to work. I can't see it functioning any other way. Glacial Cave. Okay, we've got a map point. Map point is... Oh, I was pretty much bang on. It's sort of here-ish. Well, yeah. Doesn't move at all. It's pretty much exactly there. There's another cave. But I think that's the other Karstag one, but at least we can fast travel to the other one if we need to. But I have a feeling it's the one which is currently on that east point sign. And which one is this one? Oh, this is the one that we were at before. Fuck, how on earth are we supposed to make our way down here? I'm tempted to do it that way. And then move... Because we want to be going along the coast, surely. I'm gonna get down. We can get down from here. I always feel really bad about killing hawkers. I don't want to. They're kind of cute, but they just sort of get in the way. I don't really want to think too much about the moral ramifications of killing something just because it's an obstruction. Okay, hopefully it's around this bit. This looks very glacial. Looks like it would be a glacial cave. Looks like it would be worthy of the moniker. It looks very cavey and glacially. Yes, correct. Okay. I think all we're going to have to do here is pick up the skull. These things are such a fucking pain in the ass. It's almost like they're Ewoks, but even more annoying. Okay. Right, part 1 done. Travel to Castle Karstag. Okay. So after this we go through there, and then this is going to help her level up massively. Well, probably like 1 level if she defeats him. There we go. We want to get to the cavern. Can we just get in here and just pick the lock? I'd rather not. I'd rather go through the caverns. We can pick the lock on the front door, but I'd rather go through the caverns. It's slightly more interesting. I just need to find a map point because I'm absolutely useless with literal directions. Caverns are like here. Oh, it's that. That was like the back door or something. Hopefully... Was it this thing that we discovered before? Yeah. So we'll just go through this way. Just make it slightly more fun. Mind you, it's full of fucking Reeklings. So, whether it's going to be fun or not is a completely... was optimism in its finest form. So, Scoop, what have you been doing for most of the lockdown times when not working, apart from improving your culinary skills and making Scotch eggs from scratch, which I'm very envious of? Because I fucking love Scotch eggs. This is just going to be a blast. That's all this is going to be. Like, getting through this bit. Reeklings don't pose any kind of threat. I mean, they can do if they're in like hugely significant numbers. But even then, you know. Actually, I mean, okay, this Reekling warrior guy is relatively high levels. But even then, it's just like they're just like little insect-like irritants. What might make the whole thing more interesting is just is intentionally trying to combat a load of them simultaneously. That would be interesting. Actually, may as well get used to using fire. If Karstag... Hang on. If Karstag has... He has 75%... What's the difference between... Fuck off. What's the difference between having 75% resistance to shock and 25% weakness to fire? Surely they're the same. You have 75% resistance to something, but you have 25% weakness to something. Does that mean that he has 25% weakness over what an enemy would already have? Here we go. Resist shock, resist frost, weakness to fire. Oh, Natalia, how are you? I came into your stream the other day and I didn't say anything, which is really terrible of me. Sorry. That's pretty awful. I went into your stream and I saw you playing. Fuck was it? Rocket League? I didn't say anything, which was just rubbish. So I apologise for that. Sorry. I'm going to come back into your stream and say more stuff. Like actually say anything, because I didn't say anything last time. So I do apologise. I'm just going to look through Carstag's what his issues are again. So resist frost 75 points, resist shock, resist damage, resist poison, resist disease, fortified combat healing, immune to paralysis. What does weakness to fire actually mean though? Anyway, I think whatever happens, it's got to be fire. So we're gonna have to get used to using that. So the plan is restoration, and what necklace are we going to give her as well? Necklace of... I think waning frost now, because her... resist fire, 50% resistance to fire, and 50% weakness to fire, but he's not going to be using fire. 50% resistance to frost, 30% resist magic. She's got high magic resistance. High magic resistance, but let's change boots to resist frost. We don't need them to resist shock, so she's now got like crazy high frost resist, which I think is going to be useful. Oh, I was hoping that we could go through here and then that would be... No. And that would lead us further out of the place. So where does one go from here? If it leads you down in this direction, there's nothing here necessarily. Okay, maybe this was just like a red herring. We'll just go up this way and go around the other way. That's fine. Oh, maybe we go down here. Okay. That's where we started. This should take us up to the... next section. Oh, right. Got it. This is really one of the worst ways to go that there could be immolation. But it's definitely effective. Oh, shit. Okay. I think we came out of that one because that was the barrel that exploded. And I think we have to go down this way. And go out yonder. This may take us through to the courtyard. In fact, I've got a feeling it does. Yeah, it does. This mounted Reekling, I would have thought he would be a lot easier to kill than this. Doesn't bode particularly well. Okay. Right. So before we do this, because this is going to be like severely mixed success, and I've done this previously with a character, and I honestly can't remember how it went and how difficult it was. But I have a feeling that she beforehand was like of a certain similar level to this one. Now, at this point, we've got 4 perk points that we can drop into somewhere if we need it. And they're all going to be in magic. Fucking certainly not going to be anything like pickpocket or speech. I don't think conjuration is going to be that useful. I think really what we should do is try to maximize these 3 trees, all being at 100. I was going to say, I don't think there's any point in trying to use a master destruction spell, because we're not really going to have time to cast it. Most destruction spells will stagger an opponent while dual cast. Is it going to stagger him? Don't know if that's much point. Restoration. This may be useful. Healing spells also restore stamina. Not necessary. Yes, avoid death. Absolutely. Master Restoration. We do have one Master Restoration spell, which is Guardian Circle. But I really don't know how useful that's going to be. It's certainly not going to keep him out. I'm tempted to try it anyway. Alteration dual casting, we shan't be doing that. And we don't have the master alteration spell because there's no fucking dragon. So how long does it take to cast Guardian Circle currently? Too fucking long is the answer. I think we'll just have a go. We're going to be single casting. This is just going to be. I think this is going to be dreadful. We could always try doing him as a vampire lord. We can treat this as a we can treat this as an experiment. She does have. She's only got 350 health, which is a bit shit. What about with Archmage's robes? With Archmage's robes, she's just got like a little bit more magicka. And destruction. And things don't regenerate as quickly. So I think we're just going to have to do it like that and see how it goes. Also going to make sure it's a little bit darker so that the flame magic actually looks good, because it doesn't particularly look good this time of day. There we go, much better. These things are important. Right. I've absolutely no idea how this is going to go. Do we have a vantage point? Let's see if we've got a vantage point. I'm sure that this arena has been kind of built so that there's no... Well, this isn't a bad vantage point. No, it is a bad vantage point. So you're basically just stuck to ground level. So we're going to be relying on ebony flesh, flame cloak, maybe. And we're not really able to kind of like get out the way very quickly. Okay, some of his health has gone down already. That's good. I think the most important thing is being able to keep out of his way. I think that's the most important thing. Whoa! Yeah, you notice that. That's the issue. So he summons these kind of ice wraith thingies, which are more than anything are just a pain in the ass. But the good thing is that the good thing is that the wall of flames on the ground seems to be making a little bit of a difference. He has some kind of stomp attack thingy, which we should keep out the way of. Shouldn't really be too blasé about it, because that club is a fucking beast. A lot of the time these melee weapons can do fucking horrid damage. Horrid damage. And that's something that we really want to watch out for. So we've got him down to about a quarter, but I really want to be careful because I don't know what else he's going to do. We're summoning a load of ice wraiths, but that's just like an inconvenience. Where has Wall of Flames gone? Woohoo! All the the work is largely being done, well, not largely, in its entirety being done by Wall of Flames. Okay, now he's getting a little bit fast. So that stomp attack is a fucking beast. That's something that we've really got to watch out for. But his health is pretty low. I can't fucking see where he's gone though. Where has he gone? There we go. I have to say, that was better than expected. Absolutely better than expected. And now we can summon the guy, which is going to be interesting. But we can only do that like 3 times. Is it like a shout? How does it work? Or is it a spell? How does it work? Summon Karstag. It's a power. You may only use this ability 3 times and only while outdoors. Well, that was still very, very effective. I think that was damn good. Okay. Right. Let's see what else we've got in and around Soulsteam that hasn't been done. Dreadmere Crypt sounds like a Hammett place. And we're still trying to up her conjuration. Yep, it is. Soulsteam map, Skyrim. The reason for this is I also want to check to see if there's like any other barrow or something which we haven't had a go at yet. I mean, a lot of this around the middle of Skyrim, there's a lot of stuff that just hasn't been done at all. So let's just have a look at a crude map to see if there's anything we've missed out. There is a place called Snowclad Ruins, which is a little bit in the middle here. But this is really treacherous, this middle section. And there's also White Ridge Barrow. Oh, okay, so we found White Ridge Barrow. Snowclad Ruins is the only other place I can think of. Varloc's Tomb. Varloc's Tomb is around about here, which we haven't gained access to, which is near here. It's kind of in the middle of this little area. We have to go up to near where Thirsk is, the mead hall. and then we can go that way. I'm relatively surprised about the car stag situation though. I thought that would be a little bit more difficult, but the fire magic really did its job quite effectively. I'm wondering if we're looking at some kind of older map. I would also be tempted to have a go at doing the Kagrammer's Gauntlet now. But to do the Kagrammer's Gauntlet, we need like one or two other things that we don't have, and we can't have without fucking around a little bit more. So we shan't be doing that. And all these dragon mounds, it's really good to see that they're not being utilised at all by dragons, because that's one of the things we really don't miss about the game, because dragons are just an inconvenience. They're just a fucking pain in the arse more than anything else. So it's pretty fucking great that we don't have to worry about them. There's some fort down here. I'm mildly tempted to see what it's about, what it is. Is this the one with all these Ash Guardians? Yeah, it is. This is a pain, this place. But we'll go inside it, because maybe if we can just get her to 58, then we can get her conjuration up. If we can get her to level 58, then that means that we can get the conjuration up by paying for it. We can get that to 75, which is about as far as we want to get it. Conjure Demora Lord, we want that back on the right hand. There's nothing going on here. I was expecting some kind of activity. I don't know if this is bound to another quest. It may be. But that's fine. Okay. It may well be bound to another quest. Okay, I have one further idea then what we can do. I think that the classic thing to do just to get her conjuration up the tiny little bit more than we need, is to probably go around Forelhost and do things that way. Sorry, I'm not chatting. Work is so busy. Hit the street. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks for stopping in. I know how it can be. It's like the same with my work as well. You know, it's like really difficult, if not impossible, sometimes for me to chat while I'm at work. So it's cool. I'm glad that you're lurking. That's awesome. But I hope working day is going okay. I'm also just going to quickly have a look to see what we need to do for Kagrammer's Gauntlet, because I know we need 2 fucking irritating things. Oh, resonance gems. So I think we need 4 if we were going to do that. 2 of them we can find within Kagramers. 1 we can buy in Tel Mithrin. Did we not go to Farbalthars? Let's take a look quickly. Oh, maybe not. If it's full of fucking Reeklings, then that explains why we didn't. And it would be very, very amusing to... That was beautiful. It'd be very, very amusing to complete the Kagramers Gauntlet on Conjuration alone. Heavy pack, yeah, or that. I mean, you know, we defeated Karstag without heavy handbag, but next time we should try that. These Reeklings are such a pain in the ass. We can just zap the lot of them. So you must be having quite a nice time of it at the moment, Scoop, I would have thought, if you're just working from home mostly. Things must be not particularly stressful, I would hope. Oh god, is this absolute... Yeah, this is this dog shit bit where you've got several buttons to press. And I think this is the bit where you have to use a bow. I think it is. And I'm not sure if she's even got a bow on her currently, which is going to make things rather difficult for a bow-dependent puzzle. But fortunately, I know how to solve the puzzle. Let's just check it out. What's she got on her? Any ranged weaponry? Even 1? No. Is there any way that we can do this? I don't think there is. Without a bow, it's not really possible to continue this part. Let's just dispense with these. I would really value some kind of ranged attack. Can you do this with magic? Oh, you can. Oh, that's good. That would pretty much solve our problem. Oil spider. Chilled out mostly, though. There is... This is kind of cute, what's happening with the spiders. There's a lot of things I should be making instead of sitting here drinking wine and watching you run away from big monsters. Well, I mean, you know, I think it's a really, really good way to spend your time, personally. I mean, you know, you get to look at an objectively attractive purple/grey elf lady run around and roast things with shock magic in a kind of Scandinavian-y, Bioshocky environment. I mean, that's an awesome way to spend time, I think. Especially if you're not gaming much yourself. At least you also get an insight into this game, which has absolutely taken over my headspace since I started playing it last summer. Because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, that was crap. It's such a vast game, and I've tried to make it even bigger. Well, and have succeeded in making it even bigger by just bolting on a lot of other mods, and it's still not big enough, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, this is... Oh, fucking hell. Okay. It's gone a little bit Alice. But in a realistic way, because it's not like Zin has shrunk, and I'm sure that there are cogs in the world which are this big. I have to say, Dwemer architecture is just so fucking cool. It's so fucking awesome. But we're only here for one reason, which is to get... Oh shit! Which is not that. Those you shouldn't be too flippant about the traps. Because some of the traps are fucking evil. And this is doing things with only one character type as well. I really don't want to go back through there, but I think we do have to go back through there. What kind of wine are you drinking anyway? What kind of... Seeing as it's... Well, I mean, accepted it's all just grape juice, right? But... What kind of grape are we talking? I hope it's something relatively powerful, like a Cabernet or Zinfandel or Primitivo. So this'll... I think that's just a valve. I don't know, some cheap red organic thing. Is it nice? That's more to the point. Is it nice? I need to go to the kitchen. Oh fuck, there's a ballista. Ballista master as well. It wants to be addressed correctly. There's another one there. The only reason we're doing this is to get the fucking resonance gem. Wasn't even planning to do it. Surprisingly good. Oh, cool. I'm pleased. Which fucker did that? Come on. So that's span round for that section. Oh, do we have to get on the next cog? Maybe that's our way to get onto the next cog until we get onto the other side. These spider workers, you know, they don't pose any kind of an issue. Farbelthal's boilery. I have to go into the kitchen and see what the status of the food is. Because I was going to get beer, that's what I was going to do. And I wasn't sure whether... Yeah, this is the bit that I was dreading. This is the bit I was dreading. I wasn't sure whether Scoop was going to be able to make it tonight, so I put the tuna on hold, even though it is Tuna Tuesday. Which means from now on every every Tuesday is Tuna Tuesday. No matter what happens for the rest of existence. These ballistas are just fucking nasty. But it's a ballista master, so it's doing its job. It's got to be a good ballista. If it's a master. Right. Good. Now, for this bit, you'll be thrilled to know that I actually have, in writing... Yeah, it's Tuna Tuesday. That's what it's known as from now on. Tuna must always be eaten on Tuesday. That's the rule that I made up. I did think of making calling it, like, doing it on another day of the week, like Tuna Friday or Tuna Wednesday. Like Tuna Wednesday, and then you'd tell people, oh, I'm having tuna because it's Tuna Wednesday, and then somebody would go, don't you think it's better if you called it Tuna Tuesday and then did it a day before? And then you could say, well, that's the joke. But they probably wouldn't find it funny. I think Tuna Wednesday is quite funny, personally. But then I'm sad like that. I've actually written down in my book here, I don't know if you can see this on camera, how well you can see this on camera. I've actually got a book of various combinations and things in games, and solutions to things. And I've written down a solution to this, and the solution to this is on this page here, where it says 3, 4, 6, 9, 13, 18. So, because what we have to do is here, in the centre, you can say no, fried egg Tuesday's already taken. Yeah, good. See, that's also funny. I'd find that funny. I think there's some people who just wouldn't get it. They'd be like, no, I mean, you could do that at the end of the week, right? I don't know. As I gallop further down the halls of senility, I think that there are just jokes that I find funny, and I find myself. I mean, you probably find that funny, but there are things that only I find funny and nobody else does, and I think that's just the way that things are going to go. Nobody's gonna think my jokes are funny apart from me, but that doesn't matter. Because in the centre here there are 20. We have to count the number of pods here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20, and hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these will light up a certain number. Now I worked them out as 3, 4, 6, 9, 13, 18. So what we need to do is this is surely easy maths that I can't work it out. We need to make a sum of 20. So 13, 4 and 6, right? No, that's not going to work. 9. This is really shameful. 9. 9 plus 4 is going to be 13. How the fuck do we do this? 3, 4, 6, 9, 13, 18. Oh, no. 3, 4 and 13. We have to go a bit closer. 3, 4, and 13, which is number 5. You can tell that we've done something right because we haven't been attacked. She hasn't been attacked by anything. Yep, that was it. The gate should have opened now. Good, so we didn't need a bow after all. We had the range of magic to be able to do it. Fuck you. What's Venka doing currently? While you're watching Zin run around a dwarven ruin. Do I want to go this way? Presumably we have to go this way. Only doing this for one fucking resonance gem. Whoa. Okay. I'm slightly confused. Drinking wine, watching crappy videos about how to stop a dog barking like an annoying fuck. Is this your dog monkey? Your dog monkey / bat? If that went down there, I'm confused now. I saw her for JJ. For JJ, nearly. It is a thinly obscured for JJ, but nonetheless, it is obscured. We have a bat and a monkey. The pig died. Well, the pig died. Really? I'm very sad to hear that. It was there much sadness? This is the pig that I knew, right? That's good. I'm sorry to hear that. Or maybe I want to be going this way. I feel it like something has been left undone at this end. Yeah, I'm imagining she is. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always hard. It's always hard when a pet dies, you know. Like with so many things, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's coming, but especially if they're unwell. But it is difficult. I mean, you know, in my bats are so cute. I want to watch the Batty Bat video from Sesame Street. Well, I could sing it for you if you want, Pellock. How many bits do I get if I sing it? Oh, fuck. Well, this ballista's tough. Yeah, well, do. We can imagine it. Alright. Oh, yeah, but like... Pellick just gave me 100. So... Hang on a sec. Let me get my... Oh, fuck, I hate this. I hate that bit. I fucking hate that bit. Can I make it come round again? Yeah, I can. Whoops. Have to be very careful. This is very confusing, this part. Batty. Ring. Was that worth 100 bits? I don't think it was. Okay, this is the point. I'm just going to save. Oh, it was worth it. I'm pleased. Toss a coin to your streamer. I think we have to jump. Oh fuck! Could we do it? Oh my fucking god! That shouldn't have been allowed. I'll take it though. I imagined it wrong. Well, yeah, you imagined it probably to be like better than that was. Oh, this is the final room. This is the final. It's the final room. But I actually know that this room is difficult from memory. And the reason is the ballistas. I'm not conjuring my Dremora. Poor Dremora doesn't have much to do. Been talking about Dremora a lot, and he's... Oh no, not me. Oh god, has he gone haywire? Oh, is he... Oh fuck. He's backfired. No, look, there's a fucking dwarven ballista. Don't attack a spider, which is like a quarter of your size. I imagined it wrong. I imagined it with a tune. Yeah, there wasn't really... Dremora Lord, you are a dogshit Dremora. Alright, you did that alright. Fair enough. I think there's another ballista over here. Yeah, it didn't really have a tune. Well, actually, the Batty Bat song... What happened to it? Did it fall? Oh, it's there. Actually, the Batty Bat song only has 2 notes. And the lyrics... Oh, come on, get us up to 58. Because it only has 2 notes. Nah. I think it's just a tone between them. Batty, batty, bat. That's how it goes. Right, ballista's more or less taken care of. So we can attack these motherfuckers. Should we do them both at once? Why not? I'm confident. We just defeated Karstag with no deaths. So a couple of you fuckwits isn't going to be difficult. I feel that we could, you know, I feel that we can fucking do the Ebony Warrior now. Bring on level 80. I say. I don't think this is necessarily misplaced confidence. I don't think it is. Use the heavy handbag. I think it's going to be part of the anniversary edition. Dynamo Core, Grand Soul Gem, yes, Plox, Dynamo Core, and we're only doing this because we want the Resonance Gem. Then we got to go to Tel Mithrin. I'm going to try and do this all by the end of the stream in the next half an hour. Go to Tel Mithrin, get the next Resonance Gem. And then do the... whatever it's called? Kagrammir's Gauntlet. The Kagrammir's Gauntlet is way cool, I have to say. It is very cool. Do we get anything special? We get the Resonance Gem. And a shitload of money. 94 gold. Oops. Resonance Gem. Yes! Oh, it took the plate instead of the gem. Much gold. Novice Robes of Restoration. Well, those aren't necessary, but we'll take them anyway. Anything here? No. Right, now all we need to do is go to Tel Mithrin. Get the other Resonance Gem, which should be a piece of piss. And then we can do the Gauntlet, and I will try and do it within half an hour. And if that happens, I'll be well pleased. Right over the other side of Solstein. It's a good looking chap, an ash spawn. He looks a bit gooey for an ash spawn. We're supposed to be made of ash. Right. Hold on. I'm really pleased with how the car stag one went. Really pleased about that. I'm proud of my mages. One sold by Revis Savani. Oh, is he the guy with the netch? He's just over here. Oh, don't tell me I've got to fucking enter Kagramas first. Where is he? Is he... Hmm. Well, here's his Sand Strider. Let's wait around for a bit. Maybe he'll show up. He always hangs around here. Hang on, we're gonna have to Google him. Where is Revis Savani? Where is this fucker? This was supposed to be our easy resonance gem. You know what would be really fucking annoying and slightly funny? Is if something had gone terribly wrong. Is this a sunstone? And like he had been killed. This is the sunstone here, right? Yeah, this is the sunstone. So he's got to be around here somewhere and gone kind of... Where is Revis Savani? Shall I... Let me see if I can... I think he's been offed. Let's just see if we can detect him. If he's dead... Detect life is where? Whoops. Leave the Silt Strider alone. Alright, let's give him till the morning. Maybe he'll reappear in the morning. If not, if he doesn't, then I think we can go a third of the way into the gauntlet. No, 3/4 of the way into the gauntlet. Maybe he got into like a fight with an Ash Guardian or something. There are enough Ash Guardians around. Resonance gems. One found in the Charduk Aqueduct on the table in the upper northeast room. Really would rather not go to the Charduk. Because the Charduk is a fucking pain in the ass. In fact, the Charduk is one of the most irritating, if not the most irritating location in the game. Because it's a bit too puzzly. I wonder what the fastest possible way it is to do this. Reaver Lord. Let's just take a look inside. Oh, we can't because there's some kind of... We need the various control switches in order to do that. Okay. Alright. I think what we're going to do then, failing that, is a very we're gonna have to do that another time. We got one of the resonance gems. We can get the other ones another time. It's fine. So we're gonna do a quick run of Forelhost. I wonder what the quickest we can do Forelhost in is. Surely we can do Forelhost in like 20 minutes. And we're gonna... What we want to do is get her to level 58 / use Conjuration a little bit more. It's not going to be hard at all. Right, let's do a quick Forelhost run just to get her Conjuration up a little bit more. Just so that she goes to level 58. Oh, Scoop, you didn't tell me what you were eating tonight. And I think I have an idea for Tuna Wednesday tomorrow. For what my contribution will be for Tuna Wednesday, and I bet you're well excited. Conjure Dremora Lord. Yeah, Dremora can do his thing. I had tuna fish with sweet corn again, so perhaps you didn't believe me. No, yeah. Sorry. But and the tuna fish was between 2 slices of bread, was it not? I tell you, my short-term memory. So I will be doing something tunery tomorrow. But it may not be a sandwich. But Guinness will be involved. Forelhost speedrun. I really am going to time this one day. Seeing as this is my favourite dungeon by a long shot. Conjure Dremora Lord number 4. I'll see if... I wonder what the record is for Forelhost. And what counts as clearing Forelhost as well. This is a tough bit. This is a tough bit. We have to be careful. Because that gate is fucking lethal. Conjure another one here. Are we going to be able to do this in 10 minutes? I wanna oh, God. I wanna do this within, like, finish this dungeon in 8 minutes. And you know, what counts? What counts as finishing the dungeon? Just getting to the end, or killing Draugr Overlord? That's leveled up. That's leveled up. Lashings of Helmons, that's great. This is tinned tuna, I imagine. Is there a particular Ouija make of tuna in a tin, which is good? And did you put salt and pepper in? That's the other thing. Are we halfway? Halfway? If we have to use the Forelhost well key, which we do, always careful not to kick that bucket over. We don't really need to go up here to finish the skeevers off. The skeevers are not an issue. Right. Ebony flesh is okay. This is very, very inconvenient bit, this bit. Very, very inconvenient indeed. Because that plinth thing really fucking slows everything down. Fantastic Nordic sounding Eldorado. Are you joking? Is that what it's called? Oh, we managed it. We managed it. Eldorado tuna fish. That's hilarious. Forelhost Refectory. Is our Dremora Lord with us? Yes, he is. Surely he can finish off the Draugr White. Get out of our way. That's that one gone. Okay, this is a bit tough, this bit, but it's not so bad. I mean, the other thing that would make this trickier to do, this dungeon, is if it was high leveled. So, like, because it's level locked. That's the thing. And because it's level locked to whatever it was when she went in, she's only kind of dealing with Draugr who are... They're not as hard as they could be, let's put it that way. They're not as hard as they could be. We can just walk through this point. We've got 4 minutes to go. Plus, where are these fucking things? I didn't want to run past them, necessarily. Oh, it's the Atronach. The Atronach counts. I'm going to count that as done. There's one more here. Yeah, it's a Draugr Scourge. I mean, if we were doing Death Lords, I wonder how much harder this would be, or how much longer it would take. Unfortunately, it's pretty hard to work that out. That's got to be him done. 3 minutes to go. Anything else we need to know? Conjuration is 72, that's it, we got to level 78. They're only Draugr Whites, you see, that's the thing. Is that all the Draugr? That's all the Draugr. We've only got Dragon Priest left. How long have we got to kill a Dragon Priest? 3 minutes! 3 minutes to kill a Dragon Priest! Where's he gone? Oh, I should have put a stopwatch on this. There we go. 2 minutes before time. As well. There we go. Let's see what's in the loot. Hide Armor of Alteration. Right, the Dremora Lord will end up vanishing shortly. I think that was pretty good. So I think I'm going to wait for this guy to disappear. He's sort of hanging around in a creepy way, but you know, she did conjure him. So I think that was pretty successful. There he goes. So I think that was pretty successful. We started the stream by doing a mod, which was Kruziik, which was by the modder Wheeze, and Scoopy. What was interesting about that is that where's her circlet gone? Oh, I don't know why she ended up taking that off. There's a link somewhere. I don't know if you'd find this kind of thing interesting, Scoop, but there's a link somewhere on Twitch, and I'll put it back into here, where somewhere in there he does a video of him creating the mod, and I hope it's a time lapse, because I'd love to see a time lapse of a dungeon creation mod. It's a kind of geeky thing that I would enjoy looking at, and you may find interesting. I don't know. So that was cool. That was an interesting mod. We gave it 6 out of 10. It was quite nice, but nothing particularly special. Nice atmospheric, ambient lighting, blah blah blah. Not hard. Then we defeated Karstag in one go, no deaths, which was better than I expected. And also, could be interesting. Yeah, I know, it could be. I mean, one of our channel members said the other day that they'd love to see a time-lapse dungeon being made. And I hope it's a time-lapse on his channel. Yeah, it might be interesting. Might be. I don't know what software he's used. Maybe the creation kit. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any option apart from the creation kit. And the third thing we did on stream was we attempted a Forelhost speedrun, which we did. I think we did it in about 7 minutes. I think we did Forelhost in 7 minutes, which is pretty good. Would have been a little bit better if we'd had some more Draugr Deathlords in there. And I wonder how much that would have added to the time overall, but we can't do anything because it's level locked anyway. We can't do anything about that. So what we can do now is take her home. which is College of Winterhold. Which reminds me that I must enroll this week with uni. It's one of those things that, you know, when you start, you're like, oh my god, I must enroll in uni, must enroll. So important. It's enrollment week. So important. So important. And now this is like my, I don't even know, 1, 2. This is my 7th year enrolling, and it's just like, oh yeah, I should just, you know, do it if I remember, kind of thing. So here we are, home, sweet home in Winterhold. Level up, level 58 with Magicka or health. I mean, we fucking defeated Karstag. I'm gonna call it health. Am I gonna call it health? I'll call it health. And that means that we can sort the conjuration thing out later. I'm not going to do that now. But we should be able now to get conjuration up to what we wanted to get it to, which is 75, just by paying one of our fellow mages. And she's got just enough money to do that, so that's fine. That should be done at a later date, sometime this week. I mean, I could just get a beer quickly and do it, I suppose, couldn't I? Maybe I should do that. Just get a beer and then and go and buy this conjuration book. Break for 1 minute while I get a beer. I only did this so that I could get a beer and then go and buy this conjuration book, and then that's it really. I suppose one of the cheers, by the way. Ale. That's very good. I suppose one of the advantages about working from home is the fact that you don't have to go far to the office, right? Intermission, exactly. You don't have to go far to the office, and that you can get up later. It must be early in the morning. They sometimes they just hang out and it's just in a creepy way. Like, it's nearly midnight. Why are you not all in bed? Surely you have a hard day's studying tomorrow, being a mage, and then they all go into the main chamber and have an orgy at 4 AM. Well, fuck. Not taking their studies seriously enough. Best bit is you can have meetings in your underpants. Exactly. Do you have, like, Teams meetings? So the top half can be like a suit. But nobody does that nowadays. Who wears suits to work anymore? I suppose in the corporate sector they may do. Oh shit, I need to give her some new clothes. Let's just preserve decency under the stairwell. Mages study the mysteries of the night. That is what they do, indeed. I suppose nocturnal orgies count as the mysteries of the night. I mean, it's not written into the game, but so many times I've been wandering around the main chamber at 4 o'clock, and they all come out the main chamber at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Cicero's clothes and necklace of bartering, which is going to significantly improve the prices. Significantly. Yes, although I used to go to meetings in my underpants before too, and why not? Ritual sex is one of the oldest ways to invoke dark powers. Well, you're right about that. I think I've still got a Crowley book, or I had a Crowley book. And Gillian had a couple of Crowley thingies on her wall. I just want your tomes, matey.
No matter what the guards claim. So you wish to master the arcane art?
Oh no, we don't. We don't. Sorry, that's wrong. I want you to take her conjuration to 75. That's what I want you to do.
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
And one more. There we go. That is what we wanted. And 6,000 gold left as well. That's great. So that means now that we can conjure things for conjure powerful. Now that it's 75, we can conjure powerful things for like half the amount of magicka before. Right, bedtime for you. You may be wondering why I changed the clothes, because, or you may not care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because this makes prices 23% better, and the dress makes things 20% better. Makes prices 20% better. So there you go. That's it. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you to Nat Fuzzy, who came in earlier. Thanks to Natalia Grand, who was lurking around earlier. She looks cute too. Well, I mean that is a benefit from changing the dress. That's true. Thank you to Scoop, as always. Always great to have you here, Scoop. Thank you to Nick for lurking. Thank you for Pellick. Thank you to anybody else who lurked. And we will be back tomorrow with mod number 18 of 13. Sorry, 18 of 20, counting down. Remember, which is Volander. Volander dungeon. So that should hopefully be trickier. Hopefully be trickier than the one we had today, which was just kind of a sort of modders experiment. I can't think of any other way of describing it. And no, I mean, nothing yet has made the top 5. But we will get some things soon enough, which do, I'm absolutely sure. So that's all I have to say. I'm back tomorrow night, 7 PM UK time. Thank you to everybody who joined, and hopefully see you in the Discord, and if not on stream. So that is all. I'm supposed to raid somebody. Should I raid April Gloria? I'm not going to raid April Gloria. I'll raid her another night. Have a good one, and yeah, take care, and see you all soon. Good night.